May God bless all our beloved listeners. This is Uzi Pinto welcoming you all to this new Sharing Gladness program. Today with me, yay! The awaited moment. Here we have Jackie Garcia with us.
God bless you,
God
Yuzi.
bless you,
How
Jackie.
are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Praise the Lord.
It's a privilege to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah, for me, it's also a privilege to be here once more in
Great.
this wonderful program.
Yeah, we are really enjoying our time. Whenever we come to the studio, whenever we share with all of you, beloved listeners and followers and viewers around the world. Yes, this is all about, well, not only laughing, because laugh has to do with it.
Most of the time.
Well, but it also has to do with receiving or giving tips, advice to how to live in life, a better life, how to live a happier life, because, you know, the world is immersed in sadness, immersed in negative things. And what we bring here is completely the other way around.
Yeah.
So, well, today I'm really happy that we can count on you. And, well,
Thank you.
So we would like to remind our listeners that this program, especially on Thursdays, is being broadcasted or, well, not broadcasted, uploaded to YouTube and to Facebook, so that you can check it every Thursday. I think it's in the afternoon, like 6.
Afternoon Colombian time.
Yeah, Colombian time. So please be attentive, and whenever you see it, please share it. Hit the like button. Yeah. Yes. Well, the idea is that the more we reach people, the news will spread better.
Yeah.
So we would like to greet all our friends. The other day we greeted people in Europe, and in Latin America, like South America, and. Well, today I would like to greet people
Africa.
in Oceania. Well, yeah, in Africa too. Well, in Oceania we have churches in Australia, even New Zealand, I think.
Oh, really? I didn't know. You sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so may the Lord bless you, pastors, friends, all the people of God over there. So if you're listening to us, well, thank you very much. And please share it with other people. So today, it's a day to speak about a topic that we are always probably thinking about. And it's because it comes through our eyes. Yes? Because when you see a person, when you see a situation, everything comes through your eyes. And, well, immediately you create a kind of judgment. Yes? So today we're going to speak about appearances, or appearance, let's say. And it's something that many times we really take care of. Like, we don't want to look probably like a bad person.
Yeah, I think there are many areas. You know, to see the appearance, the physical area, but also your behavior. How do you appear in front of other people, but concerning your behavior?
Got it. Indeed. And, well, today I would like, because it is a very wide topic, today I would like to emphasize or focus on how we human beings, we're really worried about how we appeared before others, how we show, for instance, what kind of clothes we wear, if you women do something on your hair, right? Like very straight hair.
Every time trying to look nice.
like neat, tidy and neat.
Yeah.
Right. And it is something, probably something very natural in us, inside us. We don't want to look like awful. We don't want to look, you know. But it has come to the point that
to try to show another thing.
Yeah, we come to the point of not showing what we really are.
Yes.
And then that is not exactly the appearance
Yes, the
your
other
true
day I
appearance.
watched a video on Facebook, I think, and it was about a woman who was about to get married. And she was, trying to put some makeup.
Right.
And, do many things. And when it was the
moment.
point, the moment to share with her husband, she was like taking out all those things, and the rest of the story, it was not very beautiful.
He got scared, like, are you kidding me?
And and the man was like, oh my goodness.
But what was it, a real video?
What did I
or
do?
was it like,
I don't know. It was real, but I think
wow.
if it is not real, I think they were trying to show to us that sometimes we try just to show something that we are not in reality, and then it's useless. I think what matters is what is inside us, what we can do for other people.
I think there are many factors, Jackie, that could push us to want or try to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, for instance, society nowadays with these social networks, social media.
There was, sorry, I really
you have another story?
Yeah, I really like to.
Okay, tell us.
To talk about the experiences. The other day I saw a meme, and it was how I look on Instagram, the fiction, and how I look in reality, and it was the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. That even society nowadays is used to that. It's like now you have the chip that probably what you see on Facebook or Instagram, it's not reality.
No,
it's
not
all
at
fake.
all.
So
like
probably
with filters and this stuff, so that you may appear, better.
Even cell phones, whenever you're going to take a selfie, they have this beauty mode. They put this baby skin on your face, and in reality, you're like how do you say that?
Don't say it.
How do you say that? It's like, it's not popcorn. It's like corn in the cup. Yeah. Like this beauty mode is for me it's horrible. It's horrible. I don't like it. Okay, so definitely coming back to what we human beings are trying to show. The thing is that we don't. Of course, we're not going to take a picture when we wake up, because all human beings, when we wake up,
this is how I look in reality.
yeah. And even people say when you get married, like if you see her beautiful when she wakes up, then she is beautiful.
Yeah, indeed.
So the thing is, now that social media social networks and everything, well, we have tended to live only by appearances, right? And even people feel pushed to go take a loan, and borrow some money from people, from friends, and invest that money on like clothing, or let's say surgeries, or it is sad. Cell phones, yeah, the brand new cell phones.
Some glasses, like,
fancy,
out of the box.
But the thing is that, for instance, you see, this brother or this person, he looks like he's doing really good in life, like he's a good administrator, he has a good job. But the thing is, it's not.
Yeah.
Everything he has, he owes it. Like he has to pay, and that is not the idea of living a life like that. Like, we should not try to appear like we are multimillionaires, or this is a certain brand, Tommy.
You may please, if you don't have that much, don't try to appear in front of women like you have everything, in order to call the attention of us.
Yeah, like women are very materialistic. No, I'm joking.
Oh my
goodness. No. But you know what? I don't know if this term is correct, even if it's gonna be rude. But I have watched videos on YouTube that gold digger. Gold digger is when
Yeah.
a woman is very interested only in how much the man have, and
But it has to do as well with the behavior of that man. I mean, if he tries to show, I have
boast.
this, yes, I have this, I have that, I'm in that point of security, financially speaking, and then,
it's not.
they call the attention, and when they, get engaged or even get married,
Reality is
they are not.
different.
It's different. You have to go and share just a room, with many difficulties, and then you realize that appearance is good, because we are not saying that you don't take care of yourself or, but it is to be wise as well, to show what really you are, but taking care of you.
I have a question, Jackie.
Yeah.
Have you ever faked, or have you ever tried to appear? No, probably before you met the Lord, probably when you were younger.
No.
Never.
No, never. I just say, if I don't have money, I said, no, I don't have.
I don't have money.
Yeah, I don't have money. Well, maybe in knowledge.
In knowledge.
I mean, I have
know.
read. Yes, I know, and I don't know.
Jackie,
And-
come on. So you say you are the nerd.
Like, for instance, you remember that program? I really like history.
Oh
When-
my God.
I don't know.
Jackie, come on. Well, one thing is you like it, and one thing is that you know about history.
Maybe
It's a bit different.
but it's not all the time. I mean, like once or twice.
Got it.
But concerning my physical
Yeah.
appearance or the material,
Possessions
things,
or things?
No.
Never.
I just no.
All
I
right.
just try to show myself as I am.
Yeah, the idea for all of you listeners is that we should never try to deceive people or show something that we are not.
Yeah.
Because the opposite. I know people who are really fancy, but they are like that.
Yeah.
They are like that everywhere at home, and that is normal. That is nice. And even these people, I remember when I used to work as a driver, I got this client who was how do you call that? Well, he used to visit doctors to sell like medicine, like
Yeah.
So a visitor, medic visitor, doctor visitor. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
And this he was young, and I, we were friends, and suddenly we were starting talking about the appearance, because he always looked so nice, like not like luxurious,
Yeah.
but nice. He didn't look luxurious, but he looked like you. Yeah, nice.
When
I
you
mean,
say luxurious, I imagine like a hotel.
yeah, luxurious, like jackets and then
Yeah,
some sunglasses, and no. He used to combine pretty well the clothing, like
All
the
right.
jacket,
Colors.
a cardigan, and the colors.
Yeah.
And also he, when we were talking, he said like, the other day a friend of mine told me like, how do you do, because it is expensive to have or to look like that. And he said, no, it is not. It is just that you have to be smart
Yeah.
when you buy the clothes, how you buy it, even the type, because he said, I like slim fit. So, well, that is kind of European.
Yeah.
And he looked nice, and he didn't boast. He didn't have to be somebody else to appear like he's very,
He is like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So definitely the idea is,
the other thing that I would like to mention is that sometimes we try to boost about our family as well.
to boast about a family.
Yeah, about your parents, about, I don't know, like you don't want to show who your family is,
Okay.
And that was something that the other, and I say this because the other day I met a man. It was a man. And he was just trying to say my father is like this and so on, my mother, and they were not. They were like simple people, like
Well, the thing
normal.
is, yeah. The thing is, as you said, we want to impress people. We want to cause an impact on people. Like, wow, this man, wow, he is the man. But indeed, he's not. So the advice is, do not show what you are not. Now, we're not saying that you should be, like careless or neglectful about your physical appearance, or that you're going to speak about your parents like really bad. No, we're not saying that. Only be honest within yourself, and show to others as you are. That is the idea of the program of the topic. So definitely there are moments in which we judge a person. There is this saying, don't judge a book by its cover. But we do, because our eyes we can deceive us what we see.
Sometimes it happens to us that we see a person and we say, oh, he is like, or she is like very proud, like the character, and we judge people because of that. And then we don't realize that it is not. Then when you know a person a little deeper, you realize that person is very kind, very friendly, and I think that's not good as well.
Definitely. Well, what are the advice, or what type of advice would you give to those who are easily led by
sight? Well, just try to know the person in a deep way. Don't judge the person or people in the first sight. To say something that you don't know about that. You can't describe a person in his character, in his way of thinking, if you haven't talked to that person, if you haven't known that person. And just try to know that person or people, and try to talk to them, and try to find out the good things, and not that is another thing, that we judge in a negative way all the time. We try to say, okay,
we can see many good things, but if there's one negative thing, then we
focus on the negative, and we never focus on the positive. And that's another mistake. And try just to know people, and try just to talk to them, and try to rescue the good things of that person. I think that would be my advice.
Jackie, now that it comes to physical appearance, and not only that, but how you wear your clothes. Well, in our, let's say, the worldwide missionary movement, we have a kind of dressing code. Yes, we always try to respect, we always try to cover our body. Women, they don't want to show anything, and we call it modesty, as the Bible says. But of course there are many other let's say conceals, different concepts as well. How do we do like this contrast? Because nowadays I feel like I can handle it. But years ago I would reject, let's say, videos or even people when I didn't see them like wearing how we wear the clothing. So that is something that we should be careful with, because beyond your clothes there is a person. Yes,
the heart.
And the heart, yes, which we don't know. Only God knows. Now, we are not saying that don't misunderstand what we're saying. But what I mean is that sometimes we reject people and we judge people just because they are wearing this or that. And we don't understand anything about culture. We don't understand anything about how they were taught, and so on.
I was about to say that sometimes it's just it has to do with culture,
Right.
with the way of thinking, the customs of the people.
Got it.
So sometimes what we see here as terrible, as it's not acceptable in our culture, maybe in another culture is very normal.
Yep.
So we cannot judge because of that. The other day we were talking about it here with Sammy, and he told us here in our culture is very common to see people dancing, to see people shouting of joy, for joy
In the church, you mean?
Yeah, shouting for joy, in services and this religious stuff. But in other countries, it's not like that. In other denominations, it's not like that. Even if those people see us doing that, they will say, these
What
people
are they? They are
these
crazy.
people are crazy,
They are not respectful.
They are
They are not
respecting the house of the Lord.
Yeah. It is to be on the other shoes, like how they see us, how we see them.
And the same happens to us.
Right.
We judge people from other countries, denominations, way of thinking, just because in our culture that's not normal, that's not common.
Yeah.
And
now we don't want to go to the limit where we start judging people. Are they going to be safe?
No. Salvation is another topic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So please do not misunderstand what we have just said. We love modesty. We love, like the dressing code. It's very important.
Yeah, but
you don't have to look. You don't have to look old-fashioned.
Yeah.
To be, like modest. But you don't have to show all your body.
Yeah. Yes.
Because.
Yes.
So, Jackie, do you want to say something else?
No, I just forgot.
All right. So this has been Sharing Gladness. Remember, let us not judge so quickly. But
is time over?
Yeah, time's over.
Oh.
Yeah. So when we start getting then we don't have more time.
I thought it was just the introduction.
Right. Yeah. For the other program.
Yeah.
So, beloved listeners and viewers, I think on the last week of this year, 2019, we will not have the Sharing Gladness, and as well as the 2 first weeks in January, I think we will not have the Sharing Gladness program on video. So this has been it. Thank you very much. Remember to be happy. Remember to be glad. God is good. And I'll see you, and we will see you in the next program. God bless you all. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you very much.